Would you like to be able to dress yourself for your business in such a confident and fun way? And maybe this is something new to you. Maybe in 3 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe it was even 10 years ago, you used to feel really confident in getting dressed for your business. And recently, for whatever reason, that's changed. Let's talk about today what could have changed that is causing you to feel this way. And maybe you're like, oh, I already know, but it could be deeper than you really think. So let's dive into this. But first of all, I want to welcome you to this podcast or YouTube episode and introduce myself really quick. So, I am Nikki Henricks and I am a Christian personal stylist, and I help high level female founders really have a business wardrobe that they feel oh so confident in and really be seen, remembered, and hired, because those are all very important things in really drawing in your best clients to you so that you can work with every single person God has for you to work with in your business. So let's get started. So, I want you to think, is this you? In years past, was it super easy to go to a store? Maybe you used to go to a store and now you do a lot of online shopping, but think of like maybe you'd go to a Dillard's and you could easily pick out 3 to 5 blouses that you loved, bring it home, and you would wear. And now it seems like such a struggle, whether it's the fit or maybe you just have trouble finding the pieces that you actually like. Um, that's what I want to discuss today and really give you some hope and encouragement that you can get back to that. In fact, for most of you, I would say you can get back to that really confident, fun dressing and go even further and beyond that. So, I really want to talk about, I have 4 different ways or reasons why you might be experiencing this misalignment with your style. So, um, the first one is probably one of the most obvious ones, especially with us women, is that you feel like it's a lot harder. You're unsure of what to put in your business wardrobe because your body's changed. And as women, wow, do we go through a lot? And what blessings we are, not all of us, but us that are mothers to be able to carry babies, right? And such a blessing, right? But that can do a lot of stuff on our body. That takes a toll on our body. And so, whether it's extra weight from that, sometimes it seems like our bodies just kind of stretch out and never fully go back to uh, that place that we were, whether it's our tummy or even just so many different areas where things just kind of seem stretched out and kind of are left like that. Or maybe, you have just maybe you're a little bit later in life and there's, perimenopause, there's menopause, and all these hormones and everything that's going on in our world right now. And it can be tricky. So maybe it's added weight. Maybe it is, yeah, things not going back. For some reason, your body is different than it was. Now, first of all, you are still the you. You are still the beautiful, wonderful woman that God created. And I want you to think in this way, okay? That maybe before you felt like you could almost wear anything. I want you to think of like that may not be the case, and that's okay. And that might be a little hard, but you probably have already figured it out that like I can't wear everything that I used to. But here's the thing is I want you to just think instead of it being like oh, it's a lot harder. I want you to think I just have to be more strategic. Okay? So, I want you to think and maybe you've had this happen to you like let's say your diet had to change. Let's say that you had to go gluten-free at some point. Now, yes, you're not going to be able to eat everything that you once could, right? But can you still eat a lot of super yummy food? Yes. You just have to be a little bit more strategic. It doesn't necessarily even have to really get harder. It might become easier because you like are like, okay, I have to like make sure I have the right food. And so you start meal planning when before you didn't. And so now like you put in that work and then you have your meals all planned out and actually it's a lot more efficient. So I want you to think of that sort of mindset is that your body's changed. Yes, you might not be able to wear everything you used to. It can be a bummer, but there's still so many things you can wear really when you are intentional and start understanding what works for your body, then like you can become much more efficient and you can make it work. And you can still have this amazing business style that you feel so great in. You feel so confident getting dressed in the mornings and you look great in. So that may be, like the first reason of why you are feeling a little off with your style is that it's just your body's different, and that's okay. And there's a lot of women. I've had four babies, okay? Um, it changes, and we gained character because of those changes, is another way to think of it. Okay. So number two would be you have changed as a person. So, um, we change, right? God makes us a certain way and we'll all have like certain things that we've had in our personality and such kind of from day one till we go to heaven, but we change a lot as people and our style is a reflection of us. And so we may have changed so much that our style just didn't keep up with that changes. I want to like so for example, um I I'm trying to think how it probably would have been like a few years ago. I had a very different style than what I do now. So I used to like the bright like floral pieces, the kind of more feminine look. And I still love floral, honestly, but the bright, not so much. I kind of go more for like a sleek, um, a lot of neutrals, honestly. Sleek and just more simple, especially with my tops, than what I used to. And this is probably like a 3 to 4 difference, but it's because I changed as a person. And especially in my business, who I was and who I am as a business owner. Honestly, I 4 years ago, I was doing my business, but I wasn't like super serious about it. It was kind of on the verge of like a hobby slash business. And I had different offers. I had like different best clients. So that old style did reflect who I was then. Whereas, through the years, I've gotten much more serious. I have different people. I'm helping female founders now. Before I was helping more like moms and friends and that sort of thing. And I got a lot more serious and honestly a lot more confident. in styling, in business. And so my style of what I wear now and what I wore then is where you can see that reflection. And I'm still very me to the core, but I did change. And so my style did change. And that could have happened to you and you didn't even realize it was, you know, you you did go through a lot of changes and your style just hasn't caught up on that person that you are now. And something that goes along with this, number three, is that your life changed. So not only, like just you changing as a person, maybe your business changing. Like I said, my business kind of did a pivot a bit, but also like life. Maybe you went through like a crazy experience and you are so much stronger and bolder now. And so maybe you're the opposite of me. Like you used to wear things that were maybe more neutral. And now because of like that strength and character that you gained from going through that life experience, you're like, I am ready, like I am fine being bold and being out there because like I'm good. I feel so secure in myself. And not that you have to be bold when you feel so secure, but just an example of what it might look like. So your life could have changed and um you still dress of how you dressed before that big life experience. And so that has not caught up. Um Also, the last one I want to go over is that this might be a little triggering, but we're honest here because otherwise, why do or say anything, right? Is it possible? Just ask yourself this. Be real. Is it possible that the style you had before was never truly your style? Could it have been a style that you saw and copied, especially on social media? It is so easy to just kind of find someone and copy their style and like some of their things, and some of the stuff may be authentic to you, but then you just kind of like go along with whatever they dress for, and you didn't realize that like you kept following them, and so you got way over here when your authentic style would have just been going straight. Or maybe you dressed to please other people. That can be really easy to do. Or maybe you were in corporate life and had to wear a certain attire, and you kind of just transferred that onto your business wardrobe as a female entrepreneur. And some of that does work, but also like your style needs to be aligned with your brand, your business brand. And so there's going to be some changes from that corporate life to um, what you should be wearing for your business to be really aligned with your business brand. So those are all different ways of why you may just be feeling like it doesn't feel like me. It doesn't look how I want it to. Why is it so much harder to find the things I want? Why do I buy something and I think I'm gonna like it because I used to like this type and it's just, I end up, purchasing it and wearing it a couple times and then I don't like it. All of those may be from these four reasons. And here's the good news though. You do not have to stay here. And like I said, you can. Maybe you think like if only I could get back to her, if only get back to her. In the body situation, you may not be able to go back. In fact, like we're not supposed to as Christian women to fully go back. I believe that in so many cases, we can look at the past and learn things, but the future in a lot of ways can be so much brighter, so much better. And so I want you to get excited and think like my style could be even better than like think of maybe your favorite outfit you ever had. I'm trying to think. Like I have loved style my whole life. And even as a girl, I just remember so many fun outfits that I had. I remember these pajamas. They kind of had like that Disney Jasmine feel to it. It had like that aqua blue like sheer sleeves and then some like tulle and then these fun pants and I think it was like satin as well. It's one of my favorites. So think about like your favorite outfit you have ever had or maybe even last, maybe think of your last favorite outfit that you had when you felt really confident in what you were wearing or dressing yourself for your business or work. And think of being able to have that feeling of excitement, that love for your style, like 2 times as much. What would that look like? That would be so amazing, right? Well, that is truly possible for you when you understand that probably it may be a small tweak, honestly, in your style, in your business wardrobe that you need to make to get there, or it may be some big tweaks. But it is possible for you. And even if it's your body, it is so possible. Actually, in all of these areas, it's just really understanding how to be more strategic, how to be more intentional. Like I said, like going back to that gluten-free diet, you know, let's say there was a pasta dish that you used to love so much, and then you get gluten-free and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't have my favorite pasta dish. Maybe it's at a restaurant. I love, love, love going to the Cheesecake Factory. We don't go a ton, but I love going there. So maybe it was like a pasta dish from the Cheesecake Factory. And now you're like, I can't do this anymore. And, but like you're still thinking about it and you happen to research or find on one of your social media friends, she has a copycat recipe for that same thing, but it's gluten free. And so you actually make that copycat and it tastes better than that favorite dish at your restaurant because like the ingredients are better for you and that other one you just realized like it kind of made you feel bloated and this one like that bloating is gone and so maybe um in this instance you had that outfit that you loved, maybe it was like um a suit with this amazing pop color top. And you realize now, like, oh, I can't wear that top. Like, that that would squish my middle way too much. But you find something that's kind of similar and a top that really works for your body shape, and you're like, I love this outfit. And like, I can inhale and exhale so easily. And you realize, like, actually, it wasn't even that comfortable back then, but it just looked fun. And so you realize, like, actually, this is better. This is a lot better. This outfit that I now am able to have in my business wardrobe is actually like 2 times better than my favorite outfit back then. So I want you to just have that hope. Have that hope that you can get to that place and you can get even further with your business wardrobe and feeling oh so confident, feeling it be aligned with who you are, with your body, with your mind and energy, and who you are, and who really God has developed you to be right now as a person, as a businesswoman, as a female founder. So I hope this was encouraging and is getting your mind thinking out of that, like, oh, I'm stuck. You may feel stuck, but you do not have to stay there. And really, it comes down to being brand aligned because when you are brand aligned, you really are being intentional and strategic to align with who you are now, who your business is now, and how to easily understand what works on your unique body and your unique brand. So, if you are really wanting to get back to that place where getting dressed feels easy, where you feel confidence in the pieces that you are wearing for your business so that you can help every single woman that you are meant to. Because when you feel confident in your clothes, you bring the energy that they need, not the weird energy, like the joyful, excited, confident energy that they are looking for to trust and buy from you. So if that is something that you are wanting, when I work with female founders, I create done for you business wardrobes. And so we make sure it is brand aligned. We go over and figure out for your unique body. Because although we can be very similar, we can also have some differences and different tweaks that we need to make. And so when you have a business wardrobe, it's like one in a million because it's so specific to your body, who you are, what your business does, what its brand is, and we put that all together and you are set for the season. So if that is sounding like you would be interested in, I would love to go on a complimentary quick 15-minute call to see if this would be a good fit for you and your business. So I will put the link for that below. But until next time, know that I am cheering you on, female founder, in your style. Let's go out there. Let's use our style to really be seen by our best clients, stand out and be authentic, and so they can really see, oh, she's someone I want to work with. And then we can be remembered in the rooms we don't even have to be in by other people, and eventually be hired and help every single person that God has for us to do in our business. All right, bye, friend. I will see you next time.